Azure just went down. Here's 3 lessons for every AI leader.
AI.
AIs.
AI.
So when it went down again last night, for a few hours, Microsoft Cloud, the backbone of thousands of businesses, just stopped working. The Azure portal, Microsoft 365, even parts of Copilot, offline. Now on the surface, that sounds like just another tech hiccup, but here's why it's a big deal. Almost every enterprise I know has built their AI stack, their copilots, workflows, dashboards on a single or maybe multi-cloud provider if they're lucky, right? But the single ones is usually on Azure, which means when Azure goes down, so does everything else. You can't have the smartest models, the slickest copilots, the most beautiful dashboards. Your money starts losing revenue. So although this is an AI topic and an AI kind of newsletter, there is other elements of your tech transformation you need to be thinking about when you start deploying these models. So you can have the smartest models, the slickest copilots, the most beautiful dashboards, but if your infrastructure fails, all of that vanishes in seconds. All that's the uncomfortable truth about AI transformation. It's not just about data, prompts, and models, it's about resilience. We love to talk about AI as this unstoppable intelligent force, but it's built on layers of human systems, fire cables, network routing, config changes, engineers pushing updates at 3 a.m. One bad change, and suddenly your whole intelligent enterprise is offline. The Azure outage should be a wake-up call for every business leader running AI at scale. Because the question isn't, will the cloud fail? It's what happens when it does. If Azure or OpenAI or Anthropic goes offline for 4 hours, what happens to your business? Can you operate manually? Do you have fallback? Or are you just sitting there refreshing Twitter waiting for an update? I've seen both sides. Some companies crumble when their AI tools fail. Others keep operating because they built resilience into their design, enterprise architecture style. So enough fluff, right? Let's talk about an example. So here is a working example where they set up a multi-layer fallback for critical AI flows. If the LLM went down, the system automatically switched to a rules-based engine with cache data. Not perfect, but it kept the lights on. And that's what maturity looks like. It's not about who builds the flashiest copilot or being reliant on the latest SaaS. It's about who survives the next outage. So let's talk about what we actually learned from this. Lesson 1, build for failure, not perfection. AI systems will fail. Networks, APIs, or clouds will go down. Resilient organizations plan for that. Design systems that degrade gracefully, use cache results, backup logic, or local versions so users can still work within the main systems if they fail. Lessons 2. Diversify your dependencies. If your entire business runs on a single vendor, whether it's Azure, OpenAI, Google, you're one update away from downtime. Spread the risk. Use multi-cloud or hybrid setups, so a mix of, on-prem and off-prem, where critical services can switch to between providers automatically. Lesson 3. Make resilience part of your AI roadmap. Most AI roadmaps focus on capability, cost, value, what models, what data, what tools. Very few include continuity testing or disaster recovery for AI. Add it. Run tabletop simulations. What happens if our AI layer disappears for a few hours? Who do our customers go to? What revenue might be hit? How are we going to try and pull that into a RAG pipeline? You'll learn a lot about where your true risks are. At the end of the day, AI isn't just about being smarter, it's about being stronger. The Azure outage didn't just break systems, it exposed how fragile some digital strategies really are. So if you're leading AI in your business, take this as your reminder. Don't just run and go really quick. You need to be thinking about this as well. It's not the model actually that kills you, it's the lack of resilience behind it. Because the cloud will go down again. The question is, will you? I hope you enjoyed this newsletter. Hopefully it's nice and relevant and something that probably will be discussed in your boardroom over the next couple of weeks. So that's my tips of how you can go from this and start learning. See you next time.